guys, I am back, and today I am going to be doing the first update to my 2024 Pan That palette. If you missed my introduction, I will link it down below. I'm organizing all of my project pans into playlists so you can get caught up, watch them in order at whatever convenience is good for you, at whatever time is convenient for you. Because that's my favorite way of watching project pans, like going back and just watching like a full year's worth right in a row. So without further ado, let's hop straight into this update. First, I'm going to show what the palette was looking like last month. And this is what the palette is looking like now. I think that, there's not a ton of difference. Obviously, I have no new pans. I had previously had pan on these two shades from Roulette Pan Collab. I've been using this palette a good amount. I would say the shades that I've used the most are Demure, Rose Gold, Moonstone, Moondust, and then Suede. If I was gonna pick like my top four, if I was gonna pick a fifth, it might be Blessed. Yeah, that's kind of, and then I've dabbled. I think I've used almost all the shades. Actually, I take that back. I have used all of the shades except Fling, 24 Karat, and Trust Fund, I believe. So I've at least dipped into it once. And that is going to kind of continue to be a goal. As much as I do like focusing on specific shades, I think just kind of using every single shade at least once is a good place for me to start from. Today, I am really happy with how my look turned out. I did it entirely with this palette. I've got Demure in the crease, Man Eater built up on the outer corner, and both of those along the lower lash line. Then I took Pink Diamond on the lid, which is so beautiful. And then Moondust in the inner corner. I do think the shades that are the closest to getting pan is Suede. As you can see, there's a pretty good dip there. And Rose Gold is harder to see, but there is a pretty significant dip in that shade. I have some concerns about this palette. The long story short is I was wearing it when I filmed my intro, was filming for the last few videos of the end of 2023, and got this rash on my eyes. And then I didn't bring it with me when I went out of town over Christmas break. I brought my Natasha Denona Mini Star palette, this little guy, because obviously one's a bit more travel friendly. And after about a week, the rash cleared up, and then I came back and brought this with me on a work trip for 2 days, and like the day after I used it for the first time, rash came back. So I think this might be causing it. I have that theory for 2 reasons. One, it's kind of old, and 2, these shimmers used to have like a kind of almost cream to powder quality to them. Pink Diamond still feels that way, and Fling still feels that way a little bit, but they've definitely dried out. And a part of me is concerned that whatever interstitial matter and like liquid was used to bind these together is either irritating my eyes or has like expired or something, because it's kind of hard to see, honestly. I mostly feel it because it's painful, but it's mostly right in the inner part of my eye where I tend to put shimmers. But it could also be a Pan Those Eyeshadows shade or another eyeshadow that I just have been happening to use. The only thing that I'm pretty sure it's not is this Laura Mercier eye base that I've been using, because I brought that on my trip. So if it was this, that doesn't explain the clearing up and then coming back. So it's something that I didn't bring with me and I wear on my eyes, I'm guessing. So there's a very good chance it's this. And if it is this, I will pick a new palette to roll in. But my goal, I think I'm going to maybe not expect too much for myself in the next month, because over the next month I'm going to take a week off from this and then wear it again, and then take a week off from it and then wear it again, and see if I can recreate the rash coming and going. And if that's it, if this is causing it, then I will replace it. I'll pick a new pin that palette. So that's kind of a sad update. I mean, I'm still wearing it. I think it's so beautiful, especially like this shimmer. All of the shades in this palette are super high shine. It kind of hurts my heart that this might be expired or not compatible with my skin. If you have ever had this palette and had a similar issue, please let me know. But yeah, that's kind of my only goal for the upcoming month, is determine if this is causing my eye irritation. And I'm going to be doing the same thing with my Pan Those eyeshadows. I think I forgot to mention it, but I'm going to try to do something similar to determine what it is, because it could also very easily be one of those shades. And yeah, that's kind of everything for this update. When I am using this palette, I want to focus on these pink mattes, so the red and then these three, because it's Valentine's Day. It's also my anniversary this month, so I'll have a lot of fun uses for makeup, and I had so much fun creating this look today, so I do want to play around with it a little bit more. And yeah, so I want to see a dip kind of starting in these 4 shades, and I want to determine if this is causing the issues. So yeah, that is everything for today's video. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I know this was not how I expected this project to go for the first month, but I do think in the upcoming month, with this kind of planned structure, hopefully I'll be able to determine what's causing my eye irritation. And most of all, I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys!